Without the legal right to abortion, we're going to start hearing some really horrific stories like we used to hear back pre-1973. And do you want this to happen to you or a loved one? Check this out. Leave your comments, ding the bell, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. The other thing was abortion. Abortion obviously is a big issue today. And Senator Gary Peters came out yesterday, and this is just amazing. Senator Peters, by the way, Gary Peters is a really good guy. He's a senator from Michigan. He's in Michigan. He's most famous for riding a motorcycle and drinking beer. He's a Democrat. He's a progressive Democrat. In fact, he's one of the more progressive Democrats in the United States Senate. Gary Peters is a good guy. And yesterday, he revealed the story of back in the late 1980s in Detroit. He and his then-wife Heidi were pregnant with their second child. And in the fourth month of the pregnancy, and this is, you know, one of the touchstone issues, I think. In the fourth month of their pregnancy, she lost her amniotic fluid. Her water broke. Now, that's not supposed to happen until, hours or days before birth. Typically, that presages birth. And the reason why is because the amniotic fluid, this water that fills the womb and surrounds the baby, protects that baby, keeps that baby, safe and alive. And if that amniotic fluid goes away, particularly in the fourth month, the baby's going to die. And typically what you would do is induce an abortion at that point because this baby is dead or is going to be dead very soon. And it's not, and every minute represents a danger, a threat to the mother, literally to the life of the mother. And Laura Bassett wrote a summary about this over on Ellie.com. She said, Heidi was 4 months along when her water broke. The doctor told Peters to go home and wait for a miscarriage to happen naturally, but it didn't happen naturally. They went back to the hospital the next day. The doctor detected a faint heartbeat. He recommended an abortion because the fetus still had no chance of survival. But the abortion was not an option due to hospital policy banning the procedure. I wonder if this was the same hospital where Louise gave birth to our oldest child, which was St. Mary's in Livonia, Catholic hospital. They will not do abortions. So the couple went home again to wait for a miscarriage. Peter said the mental anguish one goes through is intense. They waited for several days until Heidi's health, his wife's health, was beginning to deteriorate. She was within a couple of days of dying because she now had a dead fetus inside her. The doctor said your situation is dire. You could lose your entire uterus in a matter of hours and possibly lose your life. The doctor went to the hospital board and said, may I please do this abortion? The hospital board said no. And, thankfully, Senator Peters had a friend who was on the board of another hospital and got them in quickly and saved his wife's life. But this is the kind of thing we're talking about.